Hello, hello. My girls, I wanted to talk to you about love letters, the lettering workbook, and the approach that I'm going to take for 2022. So, this is my 2021 workbook, and I am very proud to say that I finished it because I wasn't sure if I could. So my best friend Crystal and I, we started this journey at the beginning of this year in January 2021, and we kept up with it and we actually finished it. So what happened when I just want to give you a little bit of history of what we've been through for the past year and then the plans for the 2022, which started today, Monday, what are we in? The 27th of December. So, okay, so a little bit of history. So we bought this planner because it's gorgeous, right? And it had all these pretty lines like a teacher, and oh my gosh, we were so excited to learn lettering, but we had no plan. Like you'll see when you start in January with this, and actually I developed a plan just on a whim, but it just starts with the letter O. Just like go for it, everybody. Just start writing letters. And what I realized before we started this is no, we really needed to learn upstrokes and downstrokes, underturns, overturns, compound curves, reverse compound curves, and so on and so forth. I think in February I may even have continued with more of those types of drills. Yeah, ascender loops, descender loops, ovals, reverse ovals, and then we started with some actual letters. Yeah, lowercase t, lowercase u, lowercase v, w, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that was not until March. So when I had looked at this planner, I thought, okay, wait. We can't just start with letters. We have to begin to train. We need to begin to understand the different strokes and lettering and things like that. And so that's when I decided to grab, at the time I had a Kelly Creates lettering workbook that I had bought. And so I just started with that. So we completely ignored this the entire year. And we just went based off of a Kelly Creates lettering workbook that I had. And then so we did this. Again, we ignored this, although on this little part here, I decided that I would try it. And then, and I decided I would try it, but then I later changed my mind because it was very difficult for me because I needed to learn these drills first before I dove into lettering. So, we started with all these different drills, and then it's so fun. Oh, this has got like bad words on it. Didn't realize. Okay, hold on. Yeah, rewind. Go ahead and rewind that and bust me. But anyway, so we did all these drills, and then we always did our currently page. And what I really liked about this workbook is we got to write our name every month. So that was kind of cool to see it change as we learned our letters. So anyway, so that's what we did. So let's see. We'll fast forward November and December. And see, this is an example of what the Kelly Creates workbook had. And so we followed Kelly Creates because you can see that the Happy Planner wanted us to be doing capital S's at this time in November. But again, we ignored this and we just went with a Kelly Creates plan. So in November, I came across a YouTube channel that I really like. And it is called JLB Crafts on YouTube, and Judy is the J in JLB Crafts. And what she did is she's also doing the Love Letters Challenge, and she developed her own way of doing it. So, for example, you'll see for the first day of November, the letter is S in the Happy Planner workbook. So she does work on the S, but then she goes in and she starts writing words for the different days of that week, using the letters that she has learned up until, November. So in the beginning of the year, she starts off with a lot of drills because you don't have any letters under your belt yet. And then as the letters build, she still sticks with 4-letter words or short words, but the alphabet becomes more broad and you learn more letters and, and she's able to come up with more words. So what I decided, well, actually, Crystal and I decided that for 2022, we're going to go ahead and we're going to follow the Happy Planner prompts in the lower right-hand corner of our weeks. And we are going to do this love letter challenge with Judy of JLB Crafts. So we're going to do that. So we learned all these letters based on Kelly Creates in 2021, and now we're going to go into 2002 learning the lettering style from the Happy Planner. Okay, so and you can see here I started doing Judy's exercises and just inserting a paper and writing the words that she was writing. So again, Happy Planner was teaching the letter T, and so she went ahead and taught letter T and then had some words to correspond with that letter, so that you're not just practicing the letter, but you're also practicing words using that letter, which I think is instrumental. And I think it's wonderful that Crystal and I are going into our second year, and our first year was just letters. It's nice to be able to now incorporate words. So that's the plan. That's what we're going to do. And so I get to archive this beauty and be very proud of it. So I'm going to archive this, put it away, and then I'm going to start working in my 2022 Love Letters Planner. And I decided so far, again, today's only Monday the 27th, and so I haven't, I'm not really sold on what I'm doing, but I'm going back to a classic. So I started my planning journey in a classic with a dashboard, just like this. And then last year I used a B6 wide for rings, but I put it on discs. And you can see that in my other YouTube videos. But because I want a Frankenplan, and because I want all of my planners in this one planner, so I have my catch-all, which you're looking at right now, and then I have my budget planner, I have my craft room planner, and I have my lettering planner in here for the first 3 months of 2022. So because I want to do that, I want it all the same size, so I went ahead and I went with classic. Again, I'm not sure if I can stick with it because I really love my small B6 wide on discs. So, but I got to remember, when I used a classic dashboard for my first year of planning, I loved it and I swore by it. So I'm going to try. So anyway, I went ahead and I started. So this is just the first 3 months of my catch-all. And then I have my budget planner right here, which I won't show that part, but I already completed it for January. And then I have my sewing craft room planner for January, February, March in here. And then here I have my love letters, January, February, and March. So this is classic size. I originally did my Love Letters 2021 in a big Happy Planner. So I decided to try this classic size planner. And to tell you the truth, I already did my first week that started today, and it was great. I almost don't even notice a difference between the big and the classic. With the pens that I'm using, the brush pens that I'm using. So I really like this size. I think this is making me want to stay with the classic, because if I go back to the B6, even if I do go back to the B6 in February, I think I would still use a classic lettering planner instead of the big. I don't know, just feels better. But anyway, so since we're going to be following Judy at JLB Crafts exercises, I went ahead and she posted the January challenge for 2022 already. So I'm using the perpetual calendar for 2022, and I entered all the drills and the words that we're going to be practicing for the month of January. So I hope I'm not talking too fast. I tend to do that, but just rewind if you didn't catch that. So that's the beauty of video, right? Okay, so I wrote all of them down here. Now, the week does start with the 27th, which is today, so those aren't on here, but I do know what she had planned, so I went ahead and I did that. So every month, I'm going to go ahead and write in her exercises. So again, in the beginning of January, you are going to have some drills, and then you're going to go into your first letter, which is O. And O. And then what's going to happen is, okay, so let's look at this. So here's the Saturday and Sunday of this week. The first part of the week has a whole bunch of drills, and I'll show you that. And then Saturday is also a drill, and then Sunday she actually goes into the letter that's in the Happy Planner in the lower right-hand corner, okay? And then Monday next week, she's going to go ahead and give a drill, give another drill. She's going to have you repeat practicing the letter O that we were introduced to this week. Introduce the new letter for that week, which is the letter C. And then we're going to practice writing words with just those 2 letters that we've learned so far. So this is what's the beauty of this challenge that she created. This is why I love it, and this is why I want you to be on board for it, because I think it's really going to help us learn our lettering. So then the next week, the 3rd week of January, she's going to have a drill. She's going to have you repeat practicing the letter C. She's going to introduce a new letter, which is the letter E. And then we're going to practice writing some words for the rest of the week that incorporate those 3 letters that we've used, and so on and so forth. So it's going to go like that. So then what's going to happen in, I believe, in February, March, April, May, and throughout the rest of the year is it's just going to be learning the letter and then practicing words. Learning the letter, practicing words. She's not necessarily going to have us go back to the letter that we learned the previous week. That's only in the beginning of January because we don't have enough exercise, enough letters under our belt yet to be starting words and doing all that. I hope that makes sense. I hope I explained that well. So anyway, so that's how I'm going to use the perpetual calendar. I'm going to put in all of our lessons. Now you can put all of your lessons in the monthly view if you want to, in this here, or you can put in the perpetual calendar, or you can do it however you'd like. I had even, let's see here, I'll show you here. I'll show you in my 2021 planner. Once I discovered her, I did start putting her challenges just like this in the beginning of the month. Just like this, see? And so I had it. But I think I'm going to use the perpetual calendar. Or you can print this out and just put it in your planner. But you can kind of see how that works. So, and then... So I plan monthly. So the last week of every month, I plan for the following month, the entire month. So I decorate my catch-all, and I'll just show you, just so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm doing here. But here's my catch-all. I don't decorate the monthly because I don't really use it, but here's my first week, and then I have my second week, and then I have my 3rd week already decorated, and, you know, any appointments I have are already in there. The 4th week of January, and then the last week of January. So that's already all decorated. I do it in advance. I enter all my things here. And then I go ahead and I do my budget for the entire month of January. And then what I do for my lettering is I do the currently pay, well, I will write all the words and drills and letters for January. That's what I'll do at the last week of the month, the previous month. And then I will do my currently page. This is called the currently page, which I have done today. And I just kind of practice this. I'm kind of sad that they don't have a space to practice your name anymore. And let me see if that's just a difference of the classic and the big. So, because I have a big planner. Let me check it. So here's the big love letters planner. And so I wonder if it's something I'm sacrificing. Okay, no. So they don't have it here. They don't have you practice your name. Where for 2021, they had you practice your name every single month. And I really liked that. So I may want to just practice my name down here every month. But for now, for today, I just kept trying to write January. And I did follow their drill practice here. And I did practice my O's here like it said right here. Okay, so then January, again, I don't really use my monthly. So here is this week's drills. I do them in advance so that you can kind of see what we're going to do, see what you're signing up for, right? So you don't have to decorate. I didn't decorate my planner for 2021, my lettering planner. I was just so focused on the work that I had to do. But again, Judy at JLB Crafts inspired me to decorate it, so now I'm into decorating it. I've only decorated 1 week. I still need to decorate the entire January. And again, this is my planning week, so I'll get it done. But we did an upstroke drill, a downstroke drill, and then an upstroke and downstroke drill, an overturn, an underturn, a wave, and then here is the actual letter that is in this lower right-hand corner that we're learning. And again, I'm going to go ahead and stick with the Happy Planner style of lettering, okay? So that's why I did the O just as they do here. And I'm also going to send you a link to Judy's video because she emphasizes how important it is to really, do your lettering in your style, what you're comfortable with, which I completely agree with that. I think that is really important so that you can stay engaged and continue with this, because this is not easy. This is like homework, and none of us are signing up for school all over again. We already did our time and, but this is learning a new art. This is drawing, not writing. So you're learning a new art. I'm really excited about it, and that's why I'm signing up for it again. But you may want to look at other lettering styles. And again, Judy's video will explain that a little more in detail. You can have different resources for different letters and pick the ones that you want to write. However, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to go ahead and learn all the Happy Planner styled letters. And the reason for that is because when I look here, I love this lettering on these dividers. And so, that's what they teach. And so I'm going to go ahead and learn this lettering style. This is a lot more flourishes and things like that. But I do want to go ahead and learn this lettering style from the Happy Planner. So I'm going to be following this. What I wanted to add is I bought a second planner, and I'm going to go ahead and Franken plan the 3 months in here, just like this. And I'm going to also challenge myself to learn not only the Happy Planner lettering style that's here, but I'm also going to learn an additional lettering style. Because I have 1 year under my belt already, I feel like I'm ready to really, really challenge myself. Now, for those of you who are just starting and 2022 is the first time that you're using a lettering workbook, I wouldn't recommend taking on 2 different styles. See how you like it first. See if you can stick with it for the whole year with just one lettering style, whichever lettering style that you pick. And then maybe next year you can decide if you want to add another one. I mean, for this year, my intentions are to do 2, but if it gets too hectic and if it gets too hard and if my hand starts hurting too much, then I'm going to take it easy on myself, drop that second workbook and just work in this workbook. Okay, so that's my plan. So I wanted to show you this. I created this earlier, and it's got a lot of workbooks from Grace Callie Illustrations. So for the journalettes, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the journalettes, but it's a little group that I started, a planning group, and we had started it because we were getting ready to go wild, and we just had our, clique of girls and stuff, and so we have to be called something, and so we came up with the journalettes. And I had Grace Callie Designs illustrate our logo for the journalettes. So I have known about her for several years now. She came out with this creative lettering workbook that I think is phenomenal. And if you can, please invest in this workbook because it is very good. I believe it's on Etsy for $35. It's a digital download. And so you can print it as many times as you want. Oh, actually, I'll hold it like this. But I ended up printing a lot of styles that I like. I am going to choose one, and I believe Crystal Waves is the secondary lettering style that I want to learn this year. I believe that was it. I have to really look through this, but this book that I created here is a combination of her creative lettering workbook and also some other drills and styles that she publishes on her Patreon. So I subscribe to her Patreon, so I have access to all kinds of different lettering styles, and I'll just kind of show you. So when it's something that I really love, I print it off and I put it in this book because, you know, old school. So she'll show you like, okay, this is Halloween candy. And then she'll show you step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, you know, blah, blah, blah. She has tracing sheets, which is really awesome. And then she goes into words. You can barely see them here, but there are words in there. And then here's crystal waves. And I believe this is the lettering style that I wanted to learn. I just love it. It's very loopy and feminine and beautiful, and I'm just like in love with it. So in her workbook, if you decide to invest in this, so she has step 1 and step 2. Now, if you have brush pens, then this just gets done in one shot. You don't have to do a step 1 and step 2. So the step 1 and step 2 is if you want to do faux calligraphy, which is with a regular marker or pen or pencil, and then you add in the thicker downstrokes manually, right? Okay, so anyway, yeah, she just has all these drills and all these wonderful things. And so I am going to pick from here. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this lettering style. Champagne brunch. I mean, it is just gorgeous. And this one you can use a regular pen for because it doesn't have thicker downstrokes. Anyway, so lots of great resources. Again, a lot of these I got from being a patron on her Patreon. So, so these won't necessarily all be available on Etsy, but if you like what you're seeing, you never know, you may want to be a Patreon. Great styles. I mean, maybe I should learn the Happy Planner style and then like a print style like this. Maybe that's what I should focus on instead of learning 2 different cursives. So anyway, I've got this all ready for myself to take on a second style. Look at that. So then she has all these different styles, and then she incorporates them. And this is like really jumping ahead, but she incorporates them into, let's see if I can see, into things like, into like sign making. You know what I mean? Like she combines the different fonts. See, like she has one font here, a different font here, different font here, you know, and she just incorporates them, and it's just so neat. She even has a composition and layout lessons. She has adding embellishments to your letters, so like arrows and banners, and like just there's so much. It is a little overwhelming, and I know we're just starting again for the year, but basically, I just want to convey that Grace Callie Designs is amazing and has incredible resources. So that is what I will be doing. I haven't picked a font yet, but I plan to do it this week because, again, this is my planning week, the last week of December. So I will pick one, and then I'll stick to it for 2022 in my workbook number 2, I'm calling it. So I'm going to have a workbook 1 and a workbook 2. So anyway, I am really glad that you girls are joining in on this, and I'm probably going to put this video on YouTube because it's probably going to be too long for Messenger or anything like that. And so if you're watching this and you're not one of the girls that are already joining in this challenge, I encourage you to watch JLB Crafts channel, watch her big lettering challenge for 2021, and sign up for 2022. Get yourself a lettering planner, or you could even use Happy Planner paper or whatever you'd like, and join us because it's going to be fun. I'm not sure if I'm going to be posting lettering videos a lot on my own channel, but you can always catch those from Judy on her channel. Okay, So, ooh, I'm looking forward to this. And one last note for my girls that are joining this, we will be having a Zoom. I'm going to confirm with Crystal. It's usually scheduled every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So every Wednesday we do our lettering for that week. So we don't do our lettering by day like the planner shows. We go ahead and do the entire week on the Wednesday of that week. I hope that makes sense. So, and we just meet so that we can hold ourselves accountable, have some company, and make it a little funner. So we just get right down to business and put our heads down in our books and just start our lettering journey. So we do that on Zoom on Wednesdays. I'm not sure if Crystal's going to want to change that date and time for 2022, but I will let you know. So I think that's it. If you have any questions, just let me know. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention is these are the pens I'm using, and I know a lot of the girls have already bought these. These are the Pentel brush pens. They're my favorite, but again, Judy at JLB Crafts has a whole bunch of recommendations for a whole bunch of different brush pens that she's used. These are just my personal favorite, but she always encourages to try different pens and see which one works for you, because different pens work better for different people and different, writing styles and things like that. So these just happen to be my favorite, and they're nice and inexpensive on Amazon, and so these are what I picked. But again, you may want to pick some others and try some different ones and just see what you like the best. So I think that's it. I am ready. I am ready and excited. Nervous because I know how much work this takes, but I'm determined. I'm going to do it again this year in 2022. Hopefully life won't be interrupted and nothing will change that. But so far my plan is to get the entire workbook done 2022. All right, that's it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.